Yeah, very, very excited for all of the matches that we have going on today. It's, like, I'm very lucky on this end that I actually have multiple Oregon players that I get to commentate, and I get to drop a little bit of lore onto the rest of you, because not all of these people actually get to travel out to a lot of these PNW events, so sometimes you don't see them, like, fully making the switch. Just like our first players that we have up on deck, RelytFox versus Minuet. Or Minuet? I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely reads like Minuet, and I'm glad that you're here because I know personally like 2 players, and I know through play like 2 more. Mm-hmm. So having you have a lot of the lore will be great here, especially since Knowledge Tech is not exactly an exhibition series meant to showcase the toppest level, but showcase where people are at and how they're growing. And I'd love to see how these players have been growing since the start of UNI2.
Yeah, and these 2 players are like sort of opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to Uni. Relight is someone who's been playing the game pretty much like consistently on, but some offs since ST. It was really like more towards Claire when locals came back locally that they started going into the game just because we had people showing up. Minuet, on the other hand, I believe started with UNI2, coming out of Bellingham from that side of the FGC scene. So sort of that like older legacy knowledge, but still not all the way, like fully built through versus the new Zoomer blood. So we'll have to see what happens early on. Right now, you're just seeing some early walkbacks, and I think both players just wanting to space each other out, get a read, and see how they want to think is going to be a very important early start of any of these exhibitions.
Minuet, though, playing later into this game's life cycle rather than earlier means that they don't know about the chaos changes that have plagued chaos players to this day. So a fresh look on the character, and we're going to see how they deal with the corner.
But that is a power-up, right? Not knowing like what you had before can really, I think, like help you out a lot. But right now, RelytFox found the first big hit. No conversion into the Oki afterwards, so we'll just go for an easy, simple overhead. Set up web this time. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's smart by Relay not to bet the meter when they're not sure of the full confirm there. Doesn't know that that's an overhead. It'd be like that. Mm-hmm. And you're gonna learn that. One thing with First Fives, the things you get hit by, you'll either learn or you'll just get washed. So we're gonna see if Minuet is able to react to those IC 3Cs as the set goes on, especially now that they're no longer low.
Yep. Okay, goes for C-Rec, I think, trying to cash out on a press right there. But Minuet not having it, really confident in just holding down back, but not able to finish their plate, so really gets another chance to get hit.
Yeah, gotta watch out for that dog. And if you don't play this game too often, especially with the lack of Chaos players now, Chaos can still catch you unawares, and this game, theories as a whole, has been the kind of game series where a weak character is not necessarily a failing character.
Yeah, and like you see just like that, where it's like Minuet was able to get their game plan going and just continue it over and over and over again. And they're really punishing Relight on making these like higher committal options to try to poke out.
I enjoy the idea of 2-2C meaty, but the timing was a little off there. Gonna go over the 6-6C once again. Relight currently kind of like they see a zone where they're at and they try to poke with the appropriate normal, and it's gotten them caught twice now. Hopefully they'll make the adjustment. Goes low.
Oh, but it was really smart of Minuet just to hold the walk back there, not realizing hey, I'm not in the corner, I can get out of this. That web missed up Relight's combo though.
I forgot 60 will body webs like that. Double buck overhead this time around, yeah, and by this time, I would think Minuet might get the picture here that the big noise means overhead. This should kill. It is UNI2.
Yeah, we did see them block one earlier. Like it was used in sort of that mid-screen block string like 30 seconds ago-ish in the game. So I think Minuet is aware of it. It's just now being able to consistently react to the 3C charge time up. And then there's also one Relight to then try to implement just normal 3C and then use that to keep themselves safer.
Ooh, no cancel on 6-6 beat here. Trying to play neutral with 6C. Classic chaos trap. Not exactly the tool you want to be playing neutral with that reliably, in my opinion. Oh, catch them with the web back! Oh.
Finding a lot of these scramble hits, but can't make anything too big happen. Tried to 180 tech right there, and I think got stand shield.
When's the grid cycle for this? Now I'm interested to see if Minuet knows what they want to do with the grid cycle. Grid cycle for newer players is not an easy concept to comprehend. Caught with a dog. Ooh.
Could be able to... Oh, no, okay. Just goes for 5AB knockdown, trying to keep it consistent. Playing strike throw, trying to catch those shields up, but we'll find a throw right at the very end.
Yeah. Stand or steer ender, stender, that we are trying to call it, but great way to end a combo if you have no real good knockdown. It's going to give you reliable plus frames on that knockdown. Oh.
I wasn't ready for the back shot right there, but will find the front shot here off that quick little 2A check. Oh, but can't confirm it just yet.
Yeah, you kind of see how much a player has played against Chaos when they recognize where the dog is at all times. You can block the dog both sides, but if you're holding forward and hitting a butt, the dog is gonna cook you. This should be it. Cash out. 2-3-6 might not be enough. Probably needs the IW. CS gonna go for it again. No, just gonna go for Oki. That's a command dap. Backdash tip, unfortunately. Backdash is not the answer.
Yeah. I do like that, like, opting not to spend out the, like, because you could have just, like, CVO killed right there, but choosing to keep that meter instead going for the third game, because knowing how that first game's gone may be a little rough, so you need those options later on in the set right now, and here's a potential chance for you to use it. Get a little bit of that extra quarter carry, but these 5Bs can't connect.
Yeah, they have the walk back, but they're reacting to the turnaround instead of just doing, because it's just a pixel walk back. It's not very much. So they're reacting a little too late to them getting over to the other side, making them drop the combo. No web here.
Yeah, and you're gonna get VO'd for it as well, which puts you in a very scary situation. They just up back out now, able to punish out Aussie, giving them a chance, not allowing them to use the meter. It gets hit low.
We are on knowledge check after all. You are.
Yeah.
You are quite going through it, Mr. Minuet.
You're gonna learn today.
6C. Oh, 6C is a lot easier to punish now. That could have been a 6-6B or maybe even a 5B kind of situation with the dashing. Oh, so got the hit, no confirm. A lot of straight hits with no confirms. Not that bad since you're still getting your turn, but
and that's
you are losing damage.
Minuet found a great opportunity to challenge right there, but you also saw that Relay then switched and started doing partial charge 3C, but Minuet still went for the full block on it and is now finding more hits again and again, recognizing like, hey, I'm familiar with these situations now, I know what you're trying to do, I just got to try to finish these combos to lead into these hard knockdowns so you don't get reset opportunities like this.
Perfect walk back 5B Link here, gets the corner, gets the webs, 1, 2, 3, and let's see how we deal with the corner. Blocks the overhead nice, goes for the VO. Had that been CLR, that would have been a 2-way whip, but yeah. The corner, no confirm with the 6-6C, sends it!
Oh, but 6-6C is not in range right now, and you see Relay trying to make Minuet catch up, but good blocks right there!
That was actually such a great reaction. The first one unfortunately could not capitalize.
Yeah, but it's those pieces building together. If Minuet can just get them all those ducks to line up in a row, it'll be a great opportunity for them. Really, though, just really spacing off, allowing Minuet to blow out Aussie and then try to just kill him. Good blocks of Minuet right now, holding this.
Nice. We're blocking IC 3Cs now here, which has been very good. But I think that might just be kind of What I think is going on here is that at the mid spacing, Minuet is trying to walk back and is accidentally blocking the IC3Cs, not really recognizing.
Yeah, okay, good challenge right there. Oh, tried to backdash like a Guilty Gear player, but that doesn't work here. Run up throw to close it out. Relight up 3-0 now.
I mean, the Guilty Gear backdash works if you're Hyde.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a character with a privileged Guilty Gear backdash.
Yeah. All right, Relight does have 3 ups, but it's not like it's been free. Minuet has found some pretty solid zoning patterns. Unfortunately, they are not doing too great in confirming the kill. Backdashes out of the webs, great 6C. Those webs are not a boon to you. 6C will pop it and become really dangerous.
Alright, ooh, throws Aussie out into the 660 right there. I don't think that may have been intentional. And now you see, really, I think he's just finding a lot of success with those like long-range 660s punishing on the players. Do we think they're going to challenge a little bit more? Great blocks on the low!
So, Relight is trying to use 6C to play footsie with 6C, which honestly is the play here. You can't really play footsies with 6C. It's such a high recovery button. If you get outspaced by it, it'll lead to your death a lot more than not. Catches the IWEX, blocks it, and gets the punish. Relight looking to move on to 4 here. Minuet, can they keep up the zoning pattern? No, Oz is gonna die.
Oh, they're getting
running forward.
Yeah, but good backdash out of the 3C, but backdashes into the 6-6C right there. Oh, unfortunate right there. So this gives Relay a big chance to stagger him out in the corner. Oh,
Nice
good tech out. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's the kind of tech you want. Being +8. Even tried to challenge, because it was their turn afterwards. But I think they were a little too early with the dash 2A.
Yeah, with, like, oh, hit with the... Yeah, and then... Oh, no, not yet, not yet. Oh, but tried to throw. Okay, okay. Yeah, I like this for Minuet. I think Minuet is getting those pieces done, but Relight, as sort of what we were talking about like before the stream started, it's kind of going to roll down to like who is fully able to get their game plan going to the fullest effect. It's going to sort of turn the tides of the set, right? And that's where Relight is they feel they seem to be feeling very comfortable just playing this game, finding these opportunities to try to get in, but Minuet gets a good anti-air 6C, but now the dog is behind.
Yeah, can't really poke out that dog when it's right behind you. Hopefully tries to keep this position.
Finds the air assault to get out of
Walk
it.
back. Yeah, does not keep walking back. Gonna down back. Get caught by, I see 3C and caught low once again. I think there is a fuzzy time there, but if you don't play this matchup enough, you might not be ready for it.
Oh, it had the web set as well, kept that safe. Oh, didn't kill off the throw? Good tech. Give you a chance.
That dog and I think went for up back dog, and dog was dead. So they just got whip JA, got punished by 6-6C. Gotta be careful.
Tries to find a
2A.
Yeah.
I'm like minus 18. I'm still hitting 2A. Let's go.
Frame advantage doesn't matter if your opponent's not aware of the situation. Now this is the Minuet's looking for, finding a good combo, finding a good knockdown as well. Should get a dog Oki. No, just backs off, is willing to go play that more like zoning style to try to catch out Relight. And finds another big counter hit 6-6C as you try to punch.
Yeah, that was kind of big brain here. Relight has been trying to kill dog every time, and Minuet decided that they were going to choose to punish the dog kill here.
Oh, there we go. Finds. Yeah, good job. No, you can't kill! You didn't press 5AB to close it out right there, so this gives Relight a chance. You have to find out, Minuet, what you can do. Good poke right there, but it's not going to kill Ozzy. The 6-6C web set going to come in. Grid broken! This is the start that Relight wants!
Keep it simple here. No, can't get. Oh. Doesn't do that next 6-6C! That's a free confirm, unfortunately. Drops it there. The nerves might be getting to them. VO works. Needs to make the most out of all of it. Nice block in the overhead here. Has Vorpal, great tech. And 25 seconds remains. 5B connects.
Oh no, but Relay drops the combo. You just need to live a little bit longer, but a falling JA after that little up back right there keeps Minuet alive.
Yeah, that was definitely a BPM 200 kind of moment here. Oh no, it's so raw. It's so nasty.
Yeah, and now Relay just resetting it back to layer 1, being like, okay, you know, I tried to do fancy things, it's not going to work, and I'm going to get up there and I'm going to show you this high and a low and see if you remember how to deal with it. Oh, good 60 to clear the webs.
And it even just serves as a great anti-air. You can't really block in the air, tries to 60 again though, and now you're learning that the 60 is not the best tool for anti-airing, especially with how slow it is. I've been seeing a lot of meter usage from Relight here. I think you can really just tack on a web on most things and call it a day.
Yeah, or you know, potentially using like 2-3-60 just to get the extra corner carry, right?
Yeah, that should be it.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Relight takes it 5-0.
Again, not an easy 5-0.
No,
I think all
no,
of them went 2-1. It's just when Minuet was lost, the momentum was so surely in Relight's favor that it was hard to get back. But when Relight was lost, Minuet wasn't as well practiced and ready to contain Relight and secure the win.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, right? Like you saw, like every time that Relight was able to find a hit and find that opening, if they had the meter, if they had the positioning, it was boom, web set, go for it, try to control them down. Meanwhile, Minuet was just finding hits and finding good knockdowns, but not able to create these, you know, crazier Oki situations that Chaos normally can get. And while sure, those setups are not as solid in this version compared to previous versions, you still have a lot of tools that are available on deck for you should you choose to use them.
Yeah, knockdown is still knockdown, and really that's all we're aiming for at the end of the day for most players. But if you can't route into the knockdown most times, you're gonna find yourself in a lot of scrambles that you don't want to be a part of. And when it comes to scrambles, having a web on the floor is a lot better than having a dog that could potentially just die.
Exactly. And speaking of scrambles, we got a couple of players who are going to be whipping up a batch of eggs right now as they're getting into the thick of it. Shamison on the left with the Linne, Mayuri on the right with the Eltnum, and they're getting opened up by that early hit.
Yeah, bit on the Kuga follow-up there. Almost trying to play footsies with a Kuga. Spicy whips, 5A throw, and Mayuri stuck in the corner. Just air throw with the double jump.
Yeah, and this is actually, oddly enough, something that Shamison's going to be very prepared for. Shamison, their main background, at least that I'm aware of, is they're a Persona player. So they're ready for a lot of these kind of air scrambles that I know Mayuri really does like to go for on this Eltnum, and you do see advantage with, but instead Mayuri going to keep it locked on the ground and end with the good old C grab.
Showing the reload, great. And now it's going to be up to Shamison to know how to deal with EX bullets. EX bullets for any player is already a problem. Should be connects. That should be it. Boom. Okay, it worked. Oh, that routing looked different.
Yeah, you're trying to bring out the current code combos right there at the very end, but you see Mayuri once again trying to back off, finds a counter hit gunshot after the 6-6C as well. Already showing, hey, I'm willing to cancel out of these frames. I'm willing to put this pressure down. You gotta respect me a little bit more.
Yeah, it was great that Shamison recognized Mayuri's 6-6C and blocked the high, but unfortunately, you can frame trap with 2-2A, and 2-2A is definitely the starter of all time.
Well, see now Shamison not bidding into it as much, but giving opportunities for Mayuri to use the new gold throw right there and find another quick little opening. Close out game one.
Yeah, just a couple, again, knowledge checks to start us off. Mayuri, she got hit by Kuga follow-up, and Shamison kind of getting smoked by gold throw and follow-ups from 6-6C, which means that if Mayuri really wants to like hit the gas here, 6-6C RPS will be really good.
Yeah, it is something you have to be worried about, though, because if the Linne player is able to recognize it, force function can be a very useful tool to just shut that down. Meanwhile, though, Shamison making the party start again and again with that grid break into another good knockdown, ADP CS. He loves to do that, by the way, or they love to do that.
Shamison's already a better Linne player than I am. I can't Helm Breaker. Alright, got a back off throw. Oh, the Kuga was just a little bit out of range and the bullets catching, but dash blocks are good here. And again, 6-6C, here's the roulette. Am I gonna frame trap you? Am I gonna throw you?
Okay, yeah, meter to ender keeps him in the corner. Reload, good stuff.
Oh,
great!
I don't know if you wanted that Zinc TVH or far, but here we go. Dive kick out of the throw bar. Great shield. And that was a high assault JC too. Like that's already pretty minus.
Oh, but good CS right there, cutting Sinks out of the red mist. Should be able to close it. Mayuri's been very good at keeping these combos consistent. So as I say that, I curse you. I'm so sorry.
The real measure of someone's commentary prowess.
Yeah.
Shields the 6C, but doesn't know what to do with pixel of health. It can be a little scary, and 6C will goop over the 2C.
Yeah, they've been seeing Shamison like that, going for those run up 2Cs and really trying to utilize that as their main poke option. So going for those low crouch options are going to be a very useful tool for Mayuri here.
And it's not even a bad option for Shamison to try and dash up 2C. It's a very good low. It's just 6-6C is just the better of the two options in this particular matchup. And 6-6C is such a starter for shenanigans that you may as well, as you saw in our mirror match with Stang and Shaq.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Post CS situations. We're going to Mayuri's favor with a quick little throw tech. Gonna be able to net Celestial off this as well, but a drop combo keeps him safe with the CS.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right, Mayuri, she was smoothing, but unfortunately the 6B is gonna be booping Shamison on the head. Can't react to them all.
No, and you also, I actually liked it from Mayuri, not even just for the raw overhead situation, but they've been seeing Shamison try to go for a lot of shields, just regain control of that cycle there after the post Celestial situation. So Mayuri recognizing that, knowing that, hey, they're going to try to be committing to a lot of those low crouches, catching them the overhead should guarantee those kills, and just like that, we'll open them up once again. Can't be blocking forever.
Hey, get the reload. Go
Oh.
score! Oh.
Yeah. Every Eltnum player wants to go for the side swaps off the 2360 right
They
there.
have a name for it. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, what is it? Oh, I'm about to sidetrack for a minute. I need to find out. I think it's super funny. Oh, it's the Funyun. They call it the Funyun.
The Funyun. Okay.
So the problem with like the mix-up is neat as a concept, but because you don't get your reloads, you lose a lot of resources. So you gotta kill with it. If you don't kill with it, it puts you in a seriously bad situation.
Yeah, you saw that's what they were looking for. They were still able to, find the win out of it just after another quick little interaction. I was trying to be looking for it yet again, staggering out. Good blocks.
And so by a 2B, that was advantageous enough for Mayuri. I think they could have done another 2B to catch. Dash throw.
Really trying to use that like air momentum to mix it, recognizing that Shamison isn't having the like premier like anti-air DP reactions. So we'll try to take that to some advantage. Cutting sync whiffs right here. This is Shamison's chance.
1, 2. Show me. Oh, going for the IW. The damage is okay, but if you had better knockdown, maybe something a little more confidently timed. The IW knockdown is so plus that you don't know what to do with it. -1 tries to hit 5B on -1, or on their +1 rather.
Yeah, finds the charge overhead right there. Good blocks of the gunshots right here. Trying to find these trades. Oh, I think you could have picked up after that actually, but Shamison doesn't need it. They'll still find that round.
That was funny. So I think they green shielded 660 and ended up blue shielding 228. 228 is already like minus slightly. So it just made the 2B Abara out of it even better. Oh, 2C after the throw! Things are happening. Scrambles are scrambling.
Looking full-fledged like an omelet right here. Finds a good knockdown once again. ADP CS, I felt that in my bones.
Oh my goodness, and with the up-back double jump to bait the throw tech in the air. Tried the Helmbreaker, but 3C is going to get them out.
Yeah, oh, and finds a 2A right there, but Mayuri can't convert it, so they'll just get force function right at the very end. Shamison just jumps out of the corner, but we'll get DP to their own. CS to try to make something happen, gets opened up once again, though.
60, bonk him in the head. And this all started because Shamison still doesn't recognize the gold throw on Icy Whip. Goes for the Funyun once again! Hits a 6C, no confirm, but gets him low. Oh my goodness gracious. We are doing. That
now, correct me if I'm wrong. Can you like fuzzy mash out of that like setup right there, or do you? Yeah, okay. Especially with Linne, you should just be able to like mash FF during that gap and try to blow them up for it, right?
Yeah, mash FF. Linne can also mash 6B. 6B being a 6-frame button is just so good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options that you can do out of the Funyun. But of course, when you're unsure and then you're kind of caught in the shock of teching, you don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, but right now Shamison knows what's going on, and that is damaging routes right here. Finding these opportunities again. Tried to open them up afterwards, but Mayuri 4-teched out, but can't tech the throw.
Onion is punishable on hit. Don't lie. Oh, hey!
Keep it classy
in my life.
Yeah, hit him with the AAAs, the AAA reloads.
Exactly.
And into 6-6B throw techs. Mayuri looking like an SD Eltnum right now, and finding these cutting sinks for a great opening.
Yeah,
with the X-Bolts as well.
One thing you're going to need to learn when you're fighting this matchup in particular is grid control to prevent CS Zinc. Now, in earlier versions, that would have done 4K. So we need to be grateful that it's only doing like 2.5 or something.
Shows right there. And I like this, just blocking out, being like, hey, I'm going to wait for you to make a big mistake and for me to punish it. But right now, Shamison's not 100% sure how they're able to get out of the situation. They'll get thrown for it.
If they were able to tech that throw, we may have been able to force another 100 meter out of Mayuri. But getting 100 meter out of Mayuri with a pixel left is not bad for the game state. Unfortunately, you're going to get hit. The scramble 6B! We don't know what's going on just yet.
We'll try to make it work. Just gets a reload at the end. Tech once again. Shamison, you got to press 4AD sometimes. But right now, you're getting opened up. Good tech out this time, but IW to punish.
You know you're feeling something in your Kokoro when between Zinc, EXDP, you chose IW.
Mayuri knows they got that dog in them, right? They were ready for it. They knew the Shamison wanted to press out of that situation, but wasn't going to press an option that was actually fast enough to be able to prevent them from going for like that reversal IW. And they thought that they could get that DP to work out, but Shamison said, "Nah, I'll block, hold this down." Gets the CS. ADP CS is coming after this. Watch.
Oh
no!
Excusez-moi.
All right, okay. Shamison wants to change it up. I would have gotten hit as well, Mary. Don't worry about that.
I'm a little upset though. We didn't CS for Clearlamp. Clearlamp loses 2 years off of his lifespan whenever you don't CS at the end of the round. Please remember that. That is pertinent information.
Mm-hmm. So you two can end the Clearlamp menace by not CSing at the end of the round.
Ooh,
great pickup.
Yeah, so that was a super late Kuga that caught at an awkward angle, got the 5B, which floated awkwardly, and was still able to find the pickup, and even finds a 2B within this pressure. Linne's 2B, nothing to stop at, even though you are Eltnum, the character.
A great roll as well, recognizing that Shamison just wants to go for that roll and safe Oki. And so Mayuri going to use that to their advantage, find another hit. Good blocks on the overhead this time, though. Out. Okay, good run-up throw. And Tex does not tech the gold throw. Oh, no.
I don't know if that's plus enough for that routing, actually, or a good enough starter for that routing. I don't recall the whip starter being actually insane for routing. Also with the 2C, but doesn't hit a button on the way down, so there's no punish. Tries to 2B once again. Having trouble finding these moments. I think that was a deeper JC, so it's plus instead of negative. Okay. Oh, pick him up, drop. Oh, doesn't go for 2-on-4 into reload, but Shamison just lets them get away with it. 2B out, and now we're in Celestial.
Yeah, not gonna. I don't think has those nodes. He just wants to go for IW right there.
It will do like 5.5, 5.2.
Yeah. Just chooses to charge right there. CS is to catch out the whiff shield right there. No grid break, but Mayuri wasn't holding block. The Shamison should be able to.
Do it again. Let's go. Oh! It doesn't kill. Wait, all you need is J6B. Doesn't go for it. Tries to bait the throw.
Good shields though, keeps himself safe. IW trying to punish a catch.
See this?
No, there's no punish. But just throw. Okay. So one thing I want to comment for when Shamison's watching this back, that don't do that concentrate after that IW right there, because if you notice, it was just increasing the cycle timer. And so you gave them a free grid cycle that you may have actually been able to contest, because you were right at like the tail end of that. And also you were at the tail end of that little 5A right there. Max range hitbox confirmed after the counter hit 2-2A.
Okay,
good FF.
5A check. 5A is midway through, but Mayuri tries to throw that anyways after the CS. So now we're stuck in the corner. Here's the Kuga. Here's the Helmbreaker. Check your dome. And they check their dome. ADP.
And checks him with the little side swap right there, saying, hey, all right, we got to bring it up a little bit. We got to mix it up. We got to move around. And we got to deal some damage right now, but we can't finish our plate.
Yeah,
we can't find these
whiff, but it's okay. DP's the 660 this time. Gunshot, nice. Here, oh, we respected the gunshot, but unfortunately we're flashing too many shields. 660 is gonna crush the grid, and now we're into round 2. Charge FF. Doesn't get a route off of it. I'm pretty sure you just 2-3-6C, like all things Eltnum in the world. Nice blocking overhead. Show shield. Shield's a 2-way and a bar is a 2-way back. We're hitting buttons at light speed right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's sometimes what you got to do when you're playing from this back foot, right? You are playing for your first to 5 point right now. You got to find these opportunities to open them up like that.
Yeah, so Kuga follow-up is most certainly Omega Plus. You can't do anything. Just let them burn the resource and be happy they don't have it anymore. Tries to go for either throw or wake up ADP. Couldn't tell you. 5A checked it. 1, 2, hit him down.
ADP CS. Yeah, Shamison looking clean now, finding these opportunities to make these comebacks. Tech's out of the throw as well.
Run up throw, you don't have that kind of riz, not yet. Tries to anti-air it with something, but it wasn't good enough. Now the pressure has gone slowed down. We're chilling out. Tries to force function, and force function gets blown up. Bump, 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 bump. Send it to the ground. Pick it to the bridge.
Reload. Good just DP's out, yeah. I like this from Shamison. Every time they've seen Mayuri go for these unsafe enders, they're ready to take it out, but they're not ready to get just get hit again. The IW. It's so over. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. I was like, oh no. But that's Mayuri taking it 5-1.
I'm excited for where Shamison goes, to be honest. How they got heart. But Mayuri definitely showing that they are the stronger player today. And definitely the more insane. I had never seen someone chuck out IW with no disregard or with no regard for life or their own.
You know, it does, like, honestly for them, like, I understand the decision making a little bit. Like, in those throw tech situations that Shamison has won, they've generally seen Shamison go for a press right there. So if you know that they're going to go for a more committal option to try to open you up after the throw, like, why not IW? As well as, like, you were, at that time, they were up 3-0 and up around, if I remember correctly. So you had time to, like, get more download. Like, okay, you know, they block this, fine. I now know that option is off the table. But we're going to see some options back on the table. Maybe after Dalek reconnects to the room.
Dalek being in the Twitch chat means that their Under Knight's not going to work so great. I'm just saying. They gotta lead the Twitch chat real quick, and then they gotta go restart Under Night. They might need to actually restart their entire PC. You never know when they're gonna have the good old Under Night controller bug.
Yeah, the hold glitch. 12 years of ABCD.
12 years of go into training mode and reset into VO, into reset to VO, to reset to VO. Classics. And it's with so many more people like playing the game now and then experiencing that for the first time, not aware of it, and then just everybody going, oh yeah, that's a controller bug. Just restart your computer. Restart your computer. It's not even restart Uni, it's restart your entire
computer. Yeah.
Some driver somewhere decided to want to hold their buttons down and we couldn't tell you what.
Yeah, and just like these players restarting that match after Dalek connected earlier on. Let's see them. Another Eltnum on deck, finding an early hit versus Rakestraw's Hyde. If you're familiar with like the West Coast net play circuit, this is someone that you should recognize as they've been grinding on that.
So Rake went for not a bad round start defensive movement, but you can't hold back against Eltnum because she can whip you. So the plan is to hold back for max maybe 2-3 frames, and then down back just to catch the whip. And if they whiff the gunshot, then you're not in this situation. Doesn't take the throw. It's okay. That pressure's a little rough.
Try.
I'm not sure what the charge is for. You weren't gonna win grid anytime soon, but it might just be Quakestraw trying to pick it back up, trying to figure out what's going on. Since at the 2FF, that's going to win you some amount of neutral, but unfortunately, assaulting into the loving arms of 3 separate bullets. Bruh, reload. Yep.
Yeah, and another great pickup right there, and finds the counter hit, but no trade into your favor. And this is, I think, showing the skills that Dalek has. Not only are they someone who's been playing Eltnum a ton in this version, they're a CCC on player, right? They know this character in their ins and out. They know exactly what they want to be doing, and they're spacing out everything that Eltnum wants to be doing against Hyde at the perfect ranges.
More so, Rake is kind of standing a lot.
That too.
If there is one thing you needed to know, just in general for the Eltnum the Eltnum matchup, she has 17 lows. Her highs are relatively reactable by most character standards, so you want to be able to choose to react to the highs when you can, because all those lows are going to do 18,000 damage to you.
Yeah, but we can see already Rakestraw changing these decisions up, playing that good old strike throw game that Hyde Keto is known for. Can't finish their plate just yet. Dalek will tech out now, and we see those crouch blocks. Rakestraw recognizing, hey, I've been getting opened up low. Throw whiffs for both players.
Backdashes out of the gunshot, and laser. They say it's bad, but it gets the job done.
See, laser sucks every Hyde player after hit confirming it for 4K.
You're gonna win. So they were definitely just winning grid there. Hyde does bleed grid. All his decisions will bleed grid for you if you want to keep this turn. So like, Dalek definitely could have just held it out just a little bit longer, got that grid, maybe made something happen, but unfortunately, first round goes to Rake, and Rake trying to catch something. Bleeding grid to shields right now. Tries the ICFF. No bueno. 6XP is gonna whip, but Rake was in the air.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna get blown up for that here and hit sent back to the corner where you were just keeping him locked down.
Back laser.
And we're just gonna
again.
Yeah, it sucks. Worst button in this kit.
40-50, baby. 40-15. Remember that number, everybody. 2 beats, laser. You are fucking kidding me.
Dude, fuck. I've not seen that before. That's fucking stupid. Pardon my French, but God.
The laser is not a slow option. Even the 2-2 already being out, I didn't think it would win like that, but here we are. And it's 1-1. Great Dalek.
Rakestraw showing why they selected the protagonist on the character select screen. No.
It is too Hyde tier.
Boo.
Protagonist, true.
Boo.
He is on
Boo.
the
Hyde tier.
Hyde tier. Look, a lot of characters are on the cover. You can't say he's on the cover.
Yeah, Wagner was on the cover last version. She sucked.
Yeah.
Hey, good run up throw from Dalek. Don't do it again.
Best lunchtime tweet reading. My God.
Oh, good pickup right there. Making sure that you find the good route that you want here to close that out.
And even going for a little more of a... I'm not sure if that route's more stable or if it's more showy, but the delay ICJC, just to make sure the height's all good. Nice shield.
And I like this from Rakestraw, just like holding down back, allowing Dalek to pressure themselves out. Because they know...
Punish. Oh my God, wait, you were on. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt. That
You're fine. You're fine.
Lit.
Okay, good press off there up the 6B as well. Rakestraw not giving us any time to talk, finding these saucy confirms. Should see it into, yeah, okay. For knockdown, backdash out a little bit, finds a good corner throw. Can you actually cash out this time, though? It looks like you are.
It's the CBO, yeah, and boom, pop it up. And even if they weren't enough, there was still a DP at the end of this if they really wanted to.
Here we go, good backdash out. Like, been seeing Dalek go for like that kind of option, something that's covering that kind of space a lot. Using the backdash in their favor, very good. It's very good pickup as well after that big counter hit.
Yeah, it's the 6-6C, one of those buttons that will crumple on hit, so you needed an equivalent level of counter hit to not have that trade happen in your favor that way. Does not block the overhead. Dalek down packing a little too much. I love the respect, but they need to react. There's a reset here? Nope. Gonna go for the Rekka Ender into IW, yeah.
Good recognition, though, as well, being like, hey, I can kill off this, I can find that 5k route, and I can take that third game into their favor, up 2-1 now. That's the tournament set, Dalek. You're on loser side of pools.
I definitely did not recognize the meter there, so great recognition from Craig. I definitely would have been like, just gonna go for one knockdown throw, and probably lost the set, who knows. Great adaptation from Dalek, going for the dash of 2C this time, because Rake has been doing backdash as a round start. It didn't catch him there, but he did end up they did end up winning the scenario afterwards. But you can only gamble so much before a DP comes flying your way, and now the sides have been swapped. Another DP!
Yeah, this is the fatal flaw of Rakestraw. Sometimes they'll go for DPs at weird spacings, think their opponent's going to go for like a reset right there. But Dalek able to space themselves out and find a good solid knockdown, getting these EX bullets. Rekka's out of the corner!
You cannot hit there! Hey. 6C, 1-2. And now what's the plan here? Trying to bait something. 5C after CS. Stood up.
I'm gonna get punished while they hit the ground on it as well, though, from Dalek. Keeping it close.
It's really hard to, against Eltnum, when those, like, points of, like, nothing happening, to not just want to walk back and make space against Eltnum, but you really gotta be careful. Rake losing, like, last round purely because they wanted to make some space and got confident 2C. But now they have the corner, they have the situation. Another Orbiter. Oh, I don't know if they were in the the zone too, but they probably could have whip canceled in the EXDP. That would have been lit.
Yeah, but instead they're just gonna get hit, find a VO after the pop out as well. Oh, green shield! Very, very late from Dalek. Rakestraw not able to punish it, but they will use this 2-2C, keep their turn back. Pogo to bait the throw, so smart!
Oh, you should just go for IW, brother! That was such an insane Pogo. Nice block on the high. Doesn't take the throw, but it's okay. You still have one. Go low. No, goes with the gunshot instead. You saw the back dash. Could have caught the angles, but does still get the hit. Keep it simple.
Doesn't fish out the route. Rakestraw keeping it alive.
Yeah, I think the starter may have been a little too pro-rated. A little too light of a starter to be able to go into 2-2B there. Uh-oh. Ooh. Side swap?
Oh, but you're getting side swapped of your own right there. Rakestraw finds that 2A to connect. Find some easy damage mid-screen.
I have a philosophical question for you.
Mm.
If your back is to the corner, you're playing Hyde, Wagner, Lundrake, and any of those, and you go to the other corner.
Yeah.
Now I know we call that corner to corner, but philosophically, is that also a side swap?
Yes.
Oh, crap,
Vibes to side swap, just like how Sea Laser does suck, as all Hyde players can now confirm. Because the one time it doesn't work, for the 50 times it does. Oh,
it's a TP! Oh no! And another
Sea Laser! Sea Laser sucks!
I can't tell. I can't get a read on whether it sucks or not. And everyone in the chat, just remember that philosophical question: is a corner to corner combo while your back is to the corner a side swap?
Yeah, vibes are right for that being a side swap. What?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Did you see that first 6C hit or 660 hit right there?
Yeah, it goes pretty hot.
Finds an early grid break.
Sometimes
You just gotta do it to him. Gotta pop off and show to him.
Yeah, that's like minus. It's at that distance it might not be minus enough, but I don't know if it's plus enough for you to 660 afterwards. Reload's gonna get him the. Oh, it got Dalek the grid. Oh, Eltnum DP actually sucks. I've been going on about how bad it's been since ST. Fun fact. I'm not even an Eltnum player. Ooh, Green Shield's gonna forfeit that grid cycle, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because 236C saves all lives.
Yeah, that was very smart of them to use B Gunshot right there, because they've been seeing Rakestraw want to go for those projectile throws at that range, so just being able to find that projectile clash, canceling the 236C to close out the round is very, very smart of Dalek. And just like this is very, very smart of Rakestraw to pick Hyde Keto on the character select screen, find that good knockdown after that's confirmed as well. I can't even say, he's been playing this character since like ST.
They've played this character as long as I've seen them enter the Uni Discord, that's for sure. Oh, they're dead.
You are dead. Oh, we're going for the fancy routes.
You could have just IW'd, it would have been fine. IW base is 1.2 or some shit.
Look, you gotta show off. You gotta show off sometimes. You gotta know, hey, I got those.
Dash. Ooh! Tried to play a little bit of footsies, Dalek, but unfortunately they were not close enough to clip the fireball. Nice backdash though.
And a great roll punish right there, just being able to control that spacing, catching out anything that Rakestraw wants to do, but Rakestraw still finds a chance to take their turn back.
Ooh, I wonder if we could have done like a little run out into something, but we'll just take Dalek out of the corner. Has a huge HP lead. That's gonna go through, yeah.
That last
they missed the run. They missed the run.
That last interaction was something for replay takeover. Figure out what that good combo is that you can get off that.
Ooh, the walk back gonna concede grid. Eltnum DP suck.
Sometimes you can concede grid when you win the game.
That's true. You can, as long as the win is on the cycle. Okay, Eltnum DP might suck. Look, it's not because I just have a lot of experience against Eltnum since my entire lifetime in this game. Eltnum DP has sucked. It is functionally a DP, but or theoretically a DP, but functionally it's poop.
Good deep assault right there, minus, but still able to keep your turn. Yeah, just CS air throw, gonna get a full combo off this. I'm sorry.
No. It was good to get the air throw though, because most of the time it would just lead to better situation than DPing, especially since no button had already been out.
Oh, big grid break right here for Dalek. Not able to find the meter spin at the very end to get the extra damage off the ADP, but a throw will do it.
So what I think is going on right now is Dalek's hands. They're a little shaky at the moment. Nice though, not shaky for that. But they're kind of choking on a lot of spots they really need the hard knockdown. They might be thinking of the score a little too hard. They might be thinking of like how the round's been going. They got to clear that out of their mind and just play the game that they know to play.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, their hands are shaking, the heart's beating, the hands are shaking, but I'm still moving, and I'm still shooting, and they should be able to find an IW to close this out.
I won't lie. I thought the IW, it would like a funny bounce into a wrong way IW.
I thought that was gonna happen. I was building up to just like immediately fall down, but no, Dalek knows. Dalek knows that route.
Dalek knows their route more than I do, that's for sure. And they take another one on the board, and hopefully this is the momentum they get to kind of stabilize, because that round 1 from last game, definitely a little shaky. Ooh, that shield, I think, was high enough that it may have been punishable, but I'm not a hundo on that one. Don't test it in the lab yourself, guys.
Yeah. I like that, just going for a 5A challenge, recognizing that they're not going for as many 2A like post plus frames challenge.
And just like you said, Dalek recognizing that the orbiters have been coming out, so be gunshot to absorb the orbiter and punish with the other two. Resending!
Dalek has been like 100% on these DPs so far, but they can't find the full conversions after them. And now Rakestar are going to use that to their advantage to just reset this back to the neutral.
They're not going to get grid off of this, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Neutral grid situation, that means it's a scramble for everybody. Rake backing off, gets 6-6C crumple. You love to see it, another 6-6C juggle. Ooh, there's so many 6-6Cs here, I would post it on Twitter. Unfortunately, the X-Orbiter gonna whip, gets the wall throw. No meter, so it's not gonna kill.
Yeah, it's gonna be real close though. You're just seeing him back off, pop that CS as well, try to catch him out. Trying to up back air throw, but instead, Rakestar finding a throw of their own, sitting first to 5 point. Raw Rekka right at the round start.
Yeah, so what happened there is just when you're on that guess for game kind of situation, your reactions become really dull because you're over focusing, and we saw Dalek end up back throwing, trying to catch maybe an assault. Doesn't need to catch the assault this time, but misses the payload.
Oh, but finds the CDP, gonna get us one more time, and 6B gonna connect. First time we've seen that out this set so far. So Dalek now trying to open up this mental stack onto Rakestar, but instead we'll find it with a gunshot, showing signs of life.
Yeah, uncharged 6B though, the routing might not have been the greatest afterwards. However, it did clinch the round. And we gotta see if Rake is out of gas after that comeback round in round 1.
Oh, finds another pickup.
It is a funny button. I think you can just raw ash jump over it, but assault it'll catch on landing.
Gotcha. They go roll out, but just get tossed back into the corner. Trades. Cutting Sync gonna connect off that. Recognize that 6-6C coming out with the CS.
All right, 3K damage for sure. That's the max you're gonna get out of this one. Ooh, recognizes the 2A whip, gonna challenge with 5A, come up, throw back to the corner, and now it's Hyde Keto gameplay. Goes for the third, check my plus frames, goes for the double overhead, no single!
Air throw! Okay. Dalek not going down without a fight. You can even see, like, we saw towards the end of that first round, it was like, oh no, is Dalek getting a little shaky right there? Are they not, like, fully ready for it? But no, they're showing that they're still on point and still ready to punish Rakestar when they make those mistakes.
3-4 on the scoreboard, gonna go for the up forward assault. It was neutral jump assault rather. I think the neutral jump to dodge the gunshot and the whip, but I think forward covers both, and you don't need to assault and lose time there. It gets a throw, it wins them grid. Counter hit throw. This is gonna do slightly more damage.
2.4? No, 2.3.
Just about. And there's the VO. Gonna strip the grid.
Yeah, and I like that, finding opportunities to try to eat more time off that VO clock. Found a big grid break, but can't make anything happen. But will instead find it off the 6-6C hit with the CS to make an easy confirm.
That was footsies of all time, everybody. 2-2 with punish the 2C here. But Dalek, they get the Ambare, they get the side swap. We just need to see some hard knockdown. Great, gets the bullets. And 5A check, no confirm.
Do it again.
Gets another 2A, and this should be it.
Dalek just keeping the pressure on, like, and that's really great recognition of saying, like, hey, Rakestar is willing to go for these, like, non-safe challenges at these life-altering situations. How that will change as the set goes later on, because Dalek right now is looking to keep that momentum up, but DP connecting once again.
2 orbiters, great block. Rake has gotten air thrown twice now for over-assaulting. They need to adjust. They need to see that currently happening. 2C's gonna get clipped by 6-6C.
Auto VO just pops him back out. Gonna use that. Ooh. Oh, that
wasn't what they wanted. They definitely wanted 2-3-6C. Misses the reload.
playing patiently. Rakestraw knows they can just let that clock run out and find that big J6C right there. This should be able to close out the round.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to spend meter. But they didn't spend the grid!
It's another 2 years.
That's another 2 years. Clear Lamp went from being able to live 500 years to 488.
Yeah, another string on the spider's web has collapsed, but Rakestraw is collapsing down on the corner right now. Great!
I like that from Dalek. They want to secure the grid. They got hit for it, but it's okay. A wake-up scenario here can just turn this entire situation around. They just gotta play it well.
It is still Hyde in the corner, which is one of the very scary things right here, but CS cutting sync will give you a chance to even up those life totals. Charges up the guarantee the cycle once again, checking the run-up with the 5A.
Yeah, had to use it more before, but that's what you want it for. Yeah, you can't bet on that! It's already -1 or something without Enhanced Bullet, if I recall correctly. I don't even think Enhanced Bullet changed the frame data, but Rake bets the DP, stuck in the corner, does have Vorpal.
And we'll cash it right there, trying to wreck out, but instead we'll find off the reset. Finds another throw in the mid-screen. Now Dalek has to be very careful to hold this. This is match point. Good blocks at the overhead right now, trying to find something to catch it out. Sea Laser gonna connect.
38 seconds, a lot of time to work with, so players don't need to overextend, but it looks like Rakestraw is going to take the offense. 6-6, 2-2, call the shield! And after a tense match from 3/4 screen, it will be the 6-6, 2-2 to confirm the win here for Rakestraw. Great set between both players.
Now, all I'm going to say is Oregon won 2 of their sets, while Washington only won 1 of them. Therefore, we're the better region. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You're Canadian. You don't have any. This is not on your turf war. It's not on your turf war. It's my.
I have no horse in this race. I'll just say.
But we got a couple of horses coming up on deck. We got Astolfo and Slow going to be our next match.
Now, we were talking about this before. I haven't seen a lot of Slow, but you have seen a little bit of Slow. But we have seen a lot of Astolfo. Yeah,
Astolfo is, if you know the Pacific Northwest Undernight, like, Astolfo is one of those names you've seen around forever. They've been playing this game since EL, right?
I think, if not the end of EL, or very early ST.
Yeah, they're one of the long-time grinders of this game. Have been around in the region for a while. Has done a lot of community work as well. So always great to see them up. Slow, on the other hand, like some of these other players, newer to the scene. I think came from Guilty Gear Strive as their first game. I mostly know them as a Bridget player from then, but they could have other experience that I'm not super familiar with. So they definitely are right fit for that kind of stuff, and great reactions with the force function right there. And checking them out with the 2C as Astolfo tried the sword car out.
Yeah, a couple of preliminary looks here. Tried to check a backdash with a 5A early on. Was able to force function a TKA fireball. I think Slow is a lot better than their B+ rank may show.
Yeah, Slow is definitely someone who I also think isn't a big rank grinder. I think they're more in the player rooms, trying to go through all of these games, so definitely something that we're going to have to worry about. Oh, got caught with the 5 right there, but Astolfo just trying to back out, use a C sword dive to keep themselves safe, but that's not plus at that distance, and Slow recognized it.
Yeah, Slow's pressure right now looking pretty solid basic pressure, and I'm a big fan of that. Has been willing to bet DPs as well. So we're seeing a lot of action early on, and we're going to see how that evolves throughout the set. Nice gets the PM loop here.
Oh, and finds another great challenge right there.
It's really hard to challenge Linne. She's got wonderful 6-frame buttons. So you just can't, you don't want to touch with a 10 foot. Nice throw tech though. Astolfo's gonna be a shoe in here for that cycle. EX Kuga will trade with the fireball, but that might be what you want. I don't know what happened, but Slow won the cycle. Put that on your next show, Linne.
Yeah, what?
Unfortunately, the force function is gonna get over the 2C. And the force function for force function here. Slow's gonna anti-air Astolfo and then catch a meaty with the 236B.
Was that because to the sword car C follow-up went opposite side, it went back towards Astolfo, so they lost cycle?
What I think it was, because Astolfo was clearly winning before the clash of fireballs. Astolfo may have floated. Float cost like 1 block.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. here we go. Yeah, just set out floating once again, catching him out with the fireball, but it's a little high up to find any kind of big conversion off of. Will be in a dangerous situation to lose the cycle, especially with that backdash right there. But we'll find it at the last moment.
Actually, kind of smart, kind of neat. Tried to roll through the fireball and make something happen, but Astolfo slowing down, trying to cover the zone.
Yeah, and I think it's a big thing, right? You saw Astolfo playing very, very like high momentum in that first game, and Slow was able to just kind of like match that pace and then some. So slowing it down, recognizing these situations and taking advantage of them has been a little bit better. 2-on-4C to keep those plus frames to try to make something happen. But now you see Slow is slowing it down as well, but Astolfo's going to take that tempo into their favor.
Yeah, TKA Fireball is going to low crush that two-way check. Funnily enough, Nanase 2-and-4C is plus, but at the range it leaves you at, it's pretty negligible. So it would have been interesting to see if Slow challenged with 6C an infamous Linne button. Ooh, doesn't get the check on 236.
Yeah, was not ready for the no follow-up option right there. And Astolfo gonna use it with the CVO just to guarantee the round closure right there. Hit him with the Rasengan.
Oh, you went there.
Yeah, I did.
You went there.
I did.
I don't know how many Nanase players appreciate the Naruto connection there, but hey, they might be Naruto fans.
Hey, you know what? I believe it. And right now I believe in Slow finding an early hit right now. And I like this from Slow. Slow is always very willing to adapt to what happened in the last game. Not the last set as a whole. They're willing to go, like, okay, it was the most recent thing you brought to the table, and I'm going to use that and take advantage of it.
Speaking of adapting, going for the stagger Kuga to really catch what was going on. 2-and-4 Aria gonna come out, clip 2C. Now you're gonna be careful about, yeah, that dive. Really good in this version.
Astolfo gonna gain advantage on this. Tried to go for the 2-1-4 Oki again, but Slow ready to just DP out of it. And ready to hit him with the Helm Breaker.
Yeah, so the Hien is full invuln. And it tracks way better in this version. Unfortunately, doesn't kill, but has CS. Can find another moment to Hien. Yep. We'll go through fireballs. It's a good time.
Good time for the if you're a fan of the rat right now, is they're keeping it going.
Everybody clip that. They definitely bet a ground start Hien on 2-and-4's projectile properly. The dive is gonna blow through the invincibility here.
Set it down, gets the nice sword dive once again!
Yeah, they tried to force function, unfortunately caught him before the invuln caught through.
And I like that. Astolfo now bringing out the 2-2X series right there, trying to utilize those new safe options that you have on block.
Oh, Astolfo thought it was BTP! Didn't react to the recovery! Check that!
Oh
no!
I don't know if that's what they were looking for right there, but that's the burden they have to bear. He won't finish the combo though. The fireball does connect with the B card.
So what occurred is, I think Slow tried to like trip guard them on the way down. Unfortunately, the 2C went the wrong way into the fireball. That was run up Kuga for sure.
Yeah, going for a 3C ender, but no follow up at the very end of it. So we'll find that tech and we'll find that turn back ADP into C sword dive.
6-6C or 6FF rather gonna catch, and you can't autopilot the fireball. Unfortunately, Astolfo. It looks like Slow has been autopiloting the EX hands on you. Caught a shield.
And we'll see if Slow can use that to turn it around. Good blocks and a great throw from Slow.
We just need one more throw. Oh! Caught a sword card, caught ADP, catching everything. Astolfo kind of losing it in the scrambles here. Hello, people of PW. I'm no player, Nobuma. Nobu, Mayuri. They do kind of got a Nazarene palette going on. The red eyes really make it.
It's the full rat palette.
Ooh. 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 Routes of a lifetime. Show me 1-2. Doesn't opt to go for meter into Helmbreaker.
Yeah, instead just found a throw right there into immediate air assault overhead. Slow finding a nice little perfect right there.
I'm actually okay with the 5A Abare because Linne looked a little low enough that it may have worked. But Linne do got the air butt. Ending in BDP, I don't know if they're just unsure of their routing for Helm Kuga into Helmbreaker. But I feel like in most scenarios, you want to be routing into EX Kuga Helmbreaker. Just for the knockdown, especially when you're mid-screen where things can get a little scrambly. However, it might not be needed here.
Yeah, baby.
Two supers does no damage to the game.
Yep. Oh, nice run-up throw from Astolfo, recognizing that they're willing to challenge off that. Finds another one, but this time resetting him back to the mid-screen and catching him with the air unblockable 3C.
Yeah, and now we're kind of catching on that Slow's not doing EX scans as reactions, rather as wake-up options.
I love that use of 2-2C right there. Finally catching him out and catching out with the sword dive on the ADP attempt right there. Astolfo makes the pixel comeback.
Again, I went for the force function on the dive, but it just wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. Nice throw tag, and we DP on the -8.
That's what's comfortable, and that's what's been working for this set. Big grid break.
Ooh, went for the late JB. Betting on Astolfo not hitting a button on the way down. Dive kicks over, but you're negative. Tried to hit a button, but you were negative, so now here we are. Can Astolfo return it back? Yes, there's a side swap. VO for your troubles. Runs up, gets the grid.
And we'll just EX Kuga from the skies to catch up with the 2A low.
Alright, you need to run into IW as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Nicely done. This shouldn't kill, but we are going to be at touch of death here. This goes for the J6B. Nope, goes for a throw instead.
Yeah. Vios as well. Sword card good.
This was no! Knowledge check living up to its name. Has one more to bet.
Catches him out with the A-Air Fireball. Astolfo bringing out all the knowledge checks at the very end. Had to cheese it up a little bit versus the rat.
So Slow saw the air delay and was thinking that it was going to be a cross-up scenario. Tried to get into a position where they wouldn't get crossed up, but recognized that they were also not in a position where they're getting crossed up, so tried to walk back and it was too late.
Here we go, Slow not allowing that to get to them at all. Gonna just be opening them up. Astolfo techs out of the gold throw though, recognizing that situation. Good use of the shield, able to take your turn back off that additional air recovery.
Ooh, try to air, no bueno, nice air, blocking the overhead. Doesn't block the dive. Again, this dive has been paying off huge for Astolfo.
It sets up the fireball once again, not even opting to go for the 6-6 mix right there. He's able to, take their turn back, keep it safe. Catches them with the 2C at that max range. Looking tough.
Big fan of the Kuga from Slow. Stop! Doesn't track full screen. 3/4 is your best bet.
And that was great recognition from Astolfo to just want to go for a charge right there, and then indirectly keeping them safe from that EX Helmbreaker. Oh, big 6-6C.
Oh, maybe thought it was too far for the run up 5B link, but Dagger Kuga. Ooh. Oh, mid into low, but Astolfo caught standing. Did we juggle? One.
Yeah, and I just IW, cash out, you have CS as well. You're going to be able to maintain your cycle for the next time. But you're going to get thrown, so now CS is going to come out on Wake Up, try to catch him out, but just blocks because Astolfo not going to pressure anything when they recognize that on the situation.
And
but Slow going to find a throw.
Yeah, run up throw after taking a throw. Not many people are ready for it. It's 5B, nicely done. Oh, 6B OTG. Ooh, that was cute. Again, maybe just they prefer the IW as damage, so they save their meter all the time. But it has not routed into EX Kuga Helmbreaker. Show me IW once again.
I think just cashing out on the IW has been very comfortable for them, right? And they're being able to use that to guaranteed so much cycle control right there. A great flip out from Astolfo trying to make a comeback right here, but you have to be very careful. 214C is going to connect though. This is the starter that you want.
Now we're in. Ooh, wasn't ready for their own Oki. Whipped 8 DP, and that's gonna be game 5 going over to Slow. Yeah. I kind of want to see Slow implement some very so they're going for either very safe round ending Oki or very dangerous round ending Oki, and they definitely could just full send and assault J6B overhead into CS in most of the scenarios. I want to see if they'll try that. Just a nice little quick overhead. Because Astolfo has been pretty good in not instantly dying to what has been happening. Come down the dive. Doesn't get hit by this time. continues to walk back, just does not want to mess around.
And just continuously staggering it again and again. Nice use of the float right there. Astolfo finally finding these opportunities to get these like big mix-up situations that Nanase can bring to the table, which I think is going to be the key to them really winning against Slow, because Slow does not seem as prepared for when those options are brought to the table compared to Strike Throw.
Yeah, and speaking of those options, I don't know if Linne has access to them, but they might, because they do have a DP. Slow might be able to leverage a fuzzy DP on 2 and 4 scenarios that Astolfo is presenting instead of that force function. That force function hasn't been working out for them whenever 2 and 4 comes out. Once again, I am a master of future sight. Force function dying to 2 and 4 and leads to the situation. Meaty to see them! And the tables have turned.
Yeah, this is what you're looking for as a Slow fan right now, just going for a tech knockdown, giving him a chance that is going to catch over the projectile as well.
It didn't even use CS to react, dude.
No, they are wanting.
Goodness.
They are wanting to just do it raw. Finding this throw right here. Dive kick gonna come up over that fireball. You're not getting 2 of those in a row.
Oh, that's gonna catch her on Bobble 5B. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, but has to keep it tight due to the funky starter, but instead we'll just find the 2B opening. Gonna have to spend the side swap right here. No, not able to finish it out, and it's gonna connect you into the skies.
This time gonna use the CS, confirm position, goes for the EXTN because it is air unblockable. Oh, it's too good.
ADP whiff cancel into C sword dive, catching him out to bring it 3-3.
This is gonna be a long one, and so because it's gonna be a long one, I'd like to say, bless you, Minuet. May the evils leave your body through that sneeze. 6-6-C, 6-6-C, 6-6-C!
Sometimes you just gotta show it to him.
It's true. 6-6-C is a Linne butt. It's very good, along with 5C and 6-C-C.
Oh, tried to DP, thought they'd be cute, but did not have the CS to keep themselves safe on it. So instead, we'll have to use it here to get the anti-air.
Got the DP on the right side with the help of CS. Well done, Slow now trying to make their way back in. So this is something that... Oh, that's a strike. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff for Astolfo right there. Being able to keep it locked down, and good throw one more time, using that momentum from the last round to take that one.
Yeah, and Slow is showing actually some solid counterplay to B Fireball, running into it before the Nanase can start setting up their strike throw. You block it early, you make the throw a gold throw. It's a good time. Speaking of gold throw, great tech from Astolfo on the gold throw. No push-ups will be collected today. 6-6-C is gonna connect. Jump cancel JC dive kick. Oots oots.
One more time, charge just to get the cycle, knowing that Astolfo has to spend it to try to get out.
Oh, double jump out. J8C is gonna work, but it's too low for a confirmed dive kick.
Oh, and gets tossed out of the own CS right there. I think looking for a DP, but not gonna work out.
Well, back comes out of the 2C. It's not plus enough to catch his backdash.
Yeah.
Tries to chase. EX Kuka's gonna blow through and confirm with a 6-speed length. All these anime players talking about the Monster Hunter weapon, and they're not playing the anime Monster Hunter weapon. It's crazy. Well, I guess Pikachu's playing Dual Blade, but that's an Isaac weapon, so have fun with that one. Wake up DP? Gonna put them into an even worse situation here.
Slow's been doing a lot of these just like raw DPs, and Astolfo has been so good on punishing them on these wake up situations. Good use of the fireball to space outside of the force function right there. Slow didn't go for a follow-up, so you're able to make an opportunity happen with that throw. 2C gonna connect though after a quick little dash right there.
Ooh, that hit the ground. I don't know if you recognize that. It doesn't matter. The round's okay. Nice block in the overhead. Astolfo gets put low once again. This low has been kind of a pestilence in Astolfo's side here. A little too far away for the staircase downwards. Tried to hit a button, but Linne has the throw. Be careful, a little too high, but they trade spots in the wind. Astolfo tried to counterplay, but just a little too high. Just a little fireball. One throw isn't enough. It's most certainly enough when the Vorpal swaps to your side just in time. 4-3. Astolfo finally takes the lead in the set.
That was so smart from Astolfo as well to just go for those TKA fireballs right there, trying to bait out the, hey, are you going to react with Helmbreaker? I'm going to keep myself safe, and now going to be able to use that knowledge of, hey, they're not wanting to react to it at that close a distance. I can maybe get away with some stuff. Sword Dive going to connect the follow-up of 2 and 4.
Doesn't win the grid cycle, but does get the knockdown. Linne's position after throw. Very good. 660 connects. That's going to side swap. I don't know if that's what Slow wanted, but the run under from the tech.
That dash is out. Yeah. Astolfo gonna have the meter as well to dump in the corner. We'll have the CS as well to CVO instead. Just wants to guarantee these rounds when they can. But it's not enough.
That's what we call not a lot of damage.
It connects. Astolfo trying to find these run-ups. We'll find a throw tech out and a CS to keep that sword car safe.
Yeah, so you people who have to sprint at your opponents, that Abari sword car actually going to be quite a problem, because committing to run means you're not committing to block. In the situations where sword car can come in, just like that, sword car.
Yeah, so we saw a lot of the early part of the set that Astolfo wasn't able to make a lot of work out of, but now Sword Car working out for them, finds the delay A follow-up right there to get that big hit. Lean back in mid-screen though.
But it's going to be close, backdash, and the dive's going to connect. Astolfo going to clinch it at the very end for the 5-3 victory over Slow.
Excellent stuff. Great adaptations, and that's, I really feel like Astolfo showed that, like, legacy uni player adaptation, right? It's something that you see a lot of these like older players, you know, people like yourself who've been playing the game for a long time, who are able to really take these sets to the distance and make big things happen out of them.
Yeah, with Under Night, being able to simplify your offense so that you can make easier, quicker adaptations is where you'll see the growth in these long sets happen. He's busting out the Nanase.
So Slow asks, I don't know what to do about Nanase Fireball. You had the right idea. Spending on those like Homebreakers was like a very good option that you were bringing onto the table. So
yeah, actually, good. If the fireball is set, you know, you throwing the Kugas over top is not that bad. The EX Kugas to control that space as well is not that bad, but it is a little costly. Actually, interestingly enough, double jump might be not a bad option. You're gonna force Nanase's to 6B to like send it up and lock you there, but you have double jump, which can inherently bait air on blockable scenarios. So they'd have to commit to an air option, which is slower, and it creates like a cycle of weird decisions that need to be made.
Speaking of cycle of weird decisions, you can make your own weird decision by signing up for the knowledge check signups for July 2024. I don't know if they got the link in the stream or not, but make sure to check that out when you can, as we are now into the full thick of it. Sparrow's on the gourd, and Aria playing something a little different than Phonon. They're bringing out the Nanase.
I need to pause right now. Can we get a good clap for the great segue there from Tabby? Jesus! That was insane. Almost as insane as Aria playing the Nanase. The people who don't know now should know. Aria been working on Nanase as a character.
Are they full timing the experiment, or is it just like a part-time thing and we'll go back to Phonon?
I think what they're planning is Nanase to cover the weaker matchups. Because Phonon definitely the kind of character who zoning too hard doesn't really get you anything, and being a mid dispenser also doesn't get you anything. So having a character that's a lot more harder on the gas and able to push advantage more at the risk of like longer range uni fundamentals will be better off for him.
It's definitely something I think we're seeing from Phonon players actually, because Silent is doing the same thing with bringing up Byakuya as a full-time sub.
I think Silent might actually just be Doomer about the character. Not a Hondo,
could be.
But it definitely felt like it. Wake up 660!
Wake up 660 to get out of the corner was actually really smart right there, with Sparrows opting to go for the assault option right there. Just shields on it, recognizing that they want to be plus after the 2-3-6C, but will find that peak range 5B.
So here's a funny thing about Wake Up 660. I played Sparrows the other night, and they were not averse to just doing a couple of sims here and there as meaties. Wake Up 6C done perfectly is airborne.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
That's something you actually need to be wary of. Is a cycle like that. And one thing with Aria is that Phonon is a little bit inhibiting in the fact that they lack some of the tools that Nanase brings. Of course, that DP, the ability to send in relentless mix, and just kind of gamble when they can.
Oh,
so we're seeing the more gambly side now from Aria.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get access to that slot machine and you gotta, you know, just hit the lever a couple times. And Aria, I think, doing a really good job of it.
And it helps that you can control space similarly to like Phonon with a disjointed fireball that you don't need to think about anymore once you've set it. So that's 1 up right now. And you can see that Aria has been sending it the fireballs up into the air a lot more too. It's kind of deceptive. When the fireball goes up in the air at that angle, it actually covers quite a bit of horizontal space as well. Goes for the 0.
Well, I also have to think versus Gord because he's taller, right? So it actually like hits him out at some ranges where I think it might go over on certain characters. But Sparrow's recognizing force function now going to be a little bit more advantageous.
That's that. So there's a game I like to play with the Gordeaus, and I'm sure Casey could relay. When Gordeaus have the ability to hit force function to deal with the fireball, it opens up a world of hurt that they've never seen before, which is low profiling the FF with your hardest starter known to man. And, you know, Nanase 2C, like, at that range, is not a bad starter. In fact, this 2C got them killed.
Yeah, like it's definitely something that you want to be pressing, even if they're not going for force function. Like sometimes you'll just be like, oh, I'm in this range. Okay, it's time to 2C. So it really covers a lot of like putting it into your autopilot in that situation can be very advantageous for you. Just like that, we'll be pressing right with those lows early on as Sparrow's trying to get like a cheeky run up throw, and we'll get caught with a cheapy 6-6V.
And the worst part about that 6-6V is that at the timing it happens, it's so meaty that it's plus.
Got grid broken as well after that. Aria just looking super dominant right now in this set.
Sparrow's looking a little lost. And it's funny, if Sparrows plays a lot of Astolfo, it's not the same. Nanase has a... Nanase, the way you press the gas pedal with Nanase can vary between player and player, especially with how System Central Under Night as a game is. The way the game gets played between like character mains will cause a lot of grief. Tries to go 6-6 over it, does not work out. Tries to bait a throw.
Good tech though from Sparrows. Tried to Grim Reaper, but it's not going to work out as Aria was already ready to just continue the pressure. Setting it down.
Yeah, just waiting for Sparrows to send it. Oh, catch that! And now it's Sparrow's time.
Yeah, close enough to the corner as well. They're going for the forward throw instead of going for crouch throw. Gonna give you the good routing that you want. We'll find it again. Do it a third time. No. Aria backs out of the backdash and finds a low once again.
Yeah, unfortunately, I saw JC negative enough to get punished by 2C or 2A from Aria on shield. So Sparrow's learning that the hard way, but it is what it is. You still have 2 more games before you actually lose. So what adaptations can you make to bring the score back up? Oh, nice. No, they saw it. They saw it. Oh, it's so deceptive. Gets hit with a meaty overhead. Oh, ooh.
Sets up the fireball to do it one more time. Just go for the assault, keeping this force function mix down in there. CS, keep your turn. Sparrow's doing a great job of just blocking out of this, but has to find an opportunity to get open, because eventually you'll be opened up with that 6-6C.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you're stuck in the corner. You do have Volt, but what can you use it for, your Gordeau? You don't necessarily have a reversal. You
get VO'd. That's what happens right there. So Aria able to strip away that chance at Celestial for you. Sparrows, though, is able to find their own chance of the corner after this.
Full throw. Sorry, it was counter hit throw. A.
Ping, ping. Get that nice 200 meter 2K damage right there. Just up back J2C. Aria keeping it strong. Apes strong together.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the B grab was the optimal ender there. I know they wanted to go for a grab just to, they're probably just trying to finish the combo in this case. But the amount of meter you spent, the amount you got back, and the CS that you spent did not pay out in the end, and that's going to hit meaty, unfortunately. Tries to bait. Oh! The TK back A fireball, it's so busted.
That was so good. Finding that full drift back, catching Sparrows who's like looking for opportunities to challenge in these gaps. So they're like, okay, I can't just hold this corner pressure forever. I will get opened up if we keep it up. Charge fireball will connect though for Aria, taking the set right now to 4-0.
Yeah, if it's gonna be a 5-0, you better watch your wives because Aria is coming for them. Even if you don't have a wife. We know you have a wife in the future some way, somehow. And Aria's coming for the future wife, too.
It is inevitable. Just like that 3C getting clipped by that fireball was inevitable when you throw a hurt box out into there. Nice charge right there, recognizing that, hey, I'm not going to be able to guarantee the cycle. Let's use this assault to make sure we get that grid as well.
If Aria wins, do I get a wife so you can steal her?
Oh, punishes the roll with the 2-2C like, follow up on the comeback, but wasn't ready to get the full convert. I'm adding that to my bag of tricks.
Ooh, nice run up 3C. Had needed to make it safe had they wanted to. And the distance wasn't bad too. It could have just been like a 0 block situation. Goes for another wake up 6-6.
Yeah, oh, thought they were going to be going into the era for that. We'll try to use the reversal 2-2C, but it's not going to work out. Aria going to keep him locked down. You know, with Sparrows, like, when they're able to get a chance to actually get going, I'm really liking their game plan, right? I think, like, how they're wanting to be playing this match is super solid. Aria is just finding these big opportunities to open them up.
Yeah, unfortunately, Roll does not deal with the returning boomerang caught shielding. It's a bad situation. All right, it starts.
Oh, nice shield as well, able to make sure that you can back off, so then we're resetting out to neutral. And are you going to take the advantage of that with the grid being broken as well, guaranteeing the cycle? Let's break that grid again. You don't get any of it. One more throw. Do it again. Run up. Throw. No, beat that VO. Aria takes the set with a clean 5-0.
And once again, VC showing that we are at the top of PNW for a reason.
Yeah.
Geographically.
Yeah.
There's a reason. It's so that we have less air to train our lungs for the long set.
So we have the tier list, right? So it's BC, and then it's Oregon, and then it's Washington.
Yeah.
That's the order. Yeah. In that order. In that order specifically.
That's just how the tier list works. You just got, like, if you took that like PNW chunk and laid it on the tier list, it would look perfect. Well, that has been our sets here at Knowledge Check. Thank you, Tabby, for joining me. It's been a wonderful time. To the chat, thank you for joining us. Make sure to sign up for Knowledge Check. This is not something that only the top players get to play in. This is something that you guys can join in with as well. Get some experience with players in longer sets that you might not get to play. Have commentators talk over them and have a good time. It's everything you probably want. Without having to go pay $500 and then $500 more to get a 3-day pass over at Evo. Though if you went to Evo, we could have shots together. It would be a great time.
Well, I think we're going to be having shots at Evo together. Then I think that's what's on the docket now.
That's what's on the docket. How can you guys hang out with Drunk Suika if I don't get drunk? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's just how it's got to be. But it's been a wonderful time. Thank you guys for joining us. I've been Drunk Suika Ibuki or Mansuika _ on Twitter.
Yeah. And I've been Sober Tabby, at Tabby Nickel on Twitter. Thank you all for coming through. Make sure to sign up for Knowledge Check next week. Make sure to check out CEO next week as well. If you don't know, there's a big uni major happening in Florida. Check that out. It's going to be like all of next weekend. But thank you all. We'll see you next time.
Peace.